All right, you guys. So this is our Show Me the Money call, and we're going to talk about how we get paid in Super Patch and our compensation plan. And so what I want to first do is direct you to our team site, which is Team Impact SP for superpatch.com, so that you can see where this information is actually located. So if you go there and you go to business and you go to compensation, that's where all of this stuff pulls up. Now, we have a video to the left that's going to go over a brief explanation of the compensation plan. We have a video to the right that's also going to go into some bonuses. This is the actual chart. I don't want to start with this because it's pretty busy. And so, we'll make sure I'm going to go step by step so that you can actually, see exactly how to, how to flow through this chart, because again, it's a lot. Okay. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. So first and foremost, you guys, the end of the month, as you all know, it's always midnight Eastern Standard Time of the 30th or 31st of the previous month. Okay. And in our compensation structure, we get paid weekly and we get paid monthly. Okay. And so the way that you know that you will get paid, or the way that you'll actually know what your commission is and when it's paid and all of those things is going to be in your back office. But these are some of the details, and I'm going to encourage you guys to download these slides to your phone and save them in a folder. Okay, so we've made these downloadable so that you can save them in your folder. And so if someone asks you a question, you have immediate access. Okay, so retail commissions. All right, those are commissions that if someone goes to your website and becomes a customer and they purchase an order, right, purchase a product pack, then you're going to get paid. Okay, and as you see here, it says that orders are paid out every Friday for the pay cycle that ended 2 weeks prior. Okay, so that's how the retail commissions are. So it's basically a 2 week in the rears. And the reason the company does that is that if the person decides to return it, that they don't have to then charge it back, and then they've already paid you, and now that's going to come off your next commission. It's just a mess. So they rather just pay out once that return policy, as far as like getting the money back and all of that, is gone. Now we do have a 30-day money back guarantee. However, you can't just, from my understanding, okay, and if something changes with this, we'll put it in the chat, but they can't use all of them and say, okay, I want my money back. They didn't work for me. Okay. But there is a 30-day risk-free money back guarantee as well. So with the retail commissions, all of the patches are the same cost, you guys. It's $60 when someone goes to your site. But if they become a business partner, then it's $45. That's our cost. So we get it for $45. Now, the first month, and this is a promotion, this is not part of the comp plan. The first month, the customer gets 25% off their first order. Okay, so that's important. That's something that you can use as a selling piece as well, is that they're going to get a discount off their first order. Now, the company's been running this for a while. We hope for them to continue it on for a while, but just know that's not necessarily technically part of the compensation plan. Okay. The other thing I want to make sure you guys know is the dollar promotion ends this month as of right now. Okay. So we want to make sure that for those people that want to get started, and let's just say they don't have the money right away, maybe they get paid in a few weeks, but they have desire and motivation, it's okay to put them in now. Let them get their website link. Let them get acclimated to the systems, plug them into the training, because they can actually start getting customers, you guys. And if the worst case scenario, they don't have any money, but if they got 2 customers, okay, they would get that $60 each. That's $120. That would actually qualify them to make commissions. Or if they get 2 packs of patches, that qualifies them for commissions at the lowest level. Now, they're not going to qualify for some of the bonuses we're going to go over here in a minute, okay, because those aren't qualified packs. But I'd rather someone that has desire and motivation that can get started right now. Maybe they know some folks. I actually just signed up someone today, a pastor today. He's like, listen, I know people right now. I'm going to have 3 sales by the end of the day. Let me get in for $1. Let me get that taken care of. And then I'll figure out the pack. Totally fine. Okay. So just remember, this ends this month, you guys, for the $1. Then it goes back up to $40. Okay. Monthly commissions, all commissions besides retail, okay, are paid out around the 23rd of the following month. So basically everything that you do this month, the company calculates it because it's based upon your rank, the percentage that you will get paid. That's why they have to wait till the end of the month. Okay. Then they wait the waiting period of returns and all of that. And then we get paid. So that's the 23rd of the following month is your monthly residual commission. Once you get paid the first time, you'll get an email from Hyperwallet. Now you have to make at least $40 in commissions, but you'll get an email from Hyperwallet that says you just got paid. Now it's time to set up your account, attach your bank account to the Hyperwallet, and it will actually transfer the money into your bank account. Okay. All right. Do we have any questions? Just put it in the chat if you have any questions about this slide right here. So this is when and how we get paid. All right, next, pretty self-explanatory. A smart ship of at least 90 PV. PV stands for personal volume, your volume. 90, that's 2 packs of patches, right? Because they're 45 each for us. That's what makes you active for the month, okay? This is the best way, qualifies you for builder bonuses and all of those things. So there's certain bonuses, you guys, if you don't have a personal order, you will not qualify for that bonus, even if you have customer orders. So guys, if you're out building a business, our system is basically patch 28 people in 28 days when you first start. So the Liberty patch is so important to have. And then if you have a new person, you want to have a pack to give them so that while they're waiting for their kit to come, they can start patching people as well. So you'll find that you'll be getting rid of these patches very quickly and they won't stock up. Speaking of Smart Ship, and I know I have another slide about this, but I want to say this right now as well. If you put 4 packs of patches in your Smart Ship auto order, you will get 1 of those free. Okay, so you put all 4, you'll go into your back office and go into Smart Ship and add the 4 packs of patches that you want. Okay, and then you'll get 1 free. Now, we suggest you start your Smart Ship off on the 1st of the month so that it's out of the way. But it's also going to be good to do that so that those of you that are going for ranks, you already know what your volume looks like as far as your reorder volume, because everyone's Smart Ship has gone through already at the beginning of the month. Okay. Retail customers, if you're unable to process a Smart Ship, your first 120 points, okay, that you go on the website or your customer goes on the site and orders, that will qualify you. But that goes towards your payment of joining. Okay, so you won't receive retail commissions on those 2 packs if that's how you choose to come in. Enrollment kit. If you enroll with the quick kit, you're active for that month. Pan Am, I'm going to go through actually the enrollment kits here, guys, but basically the $2.99, all of these are called enrollment kits, okay? But there's qualified enrollment kits, which actually allow you to get higher bonuses, okay? Now it says, if you enroll with just the $40 membership fee, you're not active unless you log in and purchase at least $90 in product volume. In this case, it'd be $1. If you're just active with $1, you're not commission qualified quite yet. You have to place that order or have 2 customers, okay? All right, so when someone goes to your site, they go to shop, they buy the patches, you're going to earn 25% on all personal retail customer sales. Okay. Our commissions are dollar for dollar. So $1 equals 1 volume point. So you're going to get 60 volume points for every $60 sale for your customers. And I'm going to explain points here in a minute, but just remember that. Okay, this is the enroller bonus. Okay, If you are a senior associate and below, that means if you are someone that has brought on 2 business partners or below, okay, or you haven't brought on anybody, you're going to make 6% on whatever pack that person comes in with initially, okay? But once you go team leader, that means you have 2, and I'm going to show you guys the structure. That means you have 2. Actually, let me just show it to you now. Hold on. Sorry. Let's do that. Oh, actually, sorry. Hold on. Okay. If you guys don't have these, I highly suggest that you print these out and, or save them somewhere so you know what the different ranks are. But this is senior associate, right? So that's 2 people that are active frontline to you, okay? The next one, team leader. This you at the top, and then you sponsor 2, and those 2 sponsor 2, okay? Now, here's the thing. If you help somebody by placing someone under them, that still counts, okay? So you can actually help someone to go team leader. Sorry. You can actually help someone to go team leader by placing someone with them, okay? But I always say, let somebody, that person should meet you halfway. They need to bring in someone as well, okay? So that you help and so that they're helping the situation. Team leader, not only is the structure, but you must have a total of $3,000 in qualified group volume. So remember I said every patch represents 60 points? Well, whatever total amount of 60-point orders, right? $60 per pack. So, whether it be for customers, it's $60 each, or whether it be points for packs that come in, you need to have a total of $3,000 in volume in order to go team leader, okay? All right, next is director. Director is a total of 11,000 in volume. And you are at the top, you have 2 team leaders. Okay, so we're just duplicating, guys, in 2s. Okay, so these slides are on teamimpactsp.com. That's our team site. And I'm under where it says business, and then it says compensation and rank charts. These are the rank charts. So guys, a director, I guess I didn't tell you, at team leader, you'll get a $100 rank advancement bonus if you do it within 3 months. Okay. So when we go director, I don't know what happened to my director chart. Let's go back here. Okay. When we go director, you then help those 2 team leaders, right, to get their 2 people. All right. And you're getting a $150 bonus if you do it within 5 months. Managing director, that's $33,000 in organizational volume, you guys. It doesn't have to be all you. This is your whole team. You could introduce 2 people that are influencers on social media and they just take off and do 20, 30,000, whatever. But you do have to have the structure. So if you guys see managing director, you must have 1 team leader leg and 2 director legs, right? And you'll get a $500 rank advance bonus. Vice president is 100,000 in volume, and you need 1 managing director leg. You get a $2,000 bonus. Okay, RVP, you get a $5,000 bonus. That's 270,000. Okay, guys, the way that I like to, and then obviously some of the higher ranks. The way that I like to calculate this, though, guys, is this. Okay, basically, if you're a team leader right here, and you've got 3,000 in volume, right? For instance, we promote the Flex 40 kit because it's you get the most bang for your buck. I'm going to tell you guys this, that's a promo. I don't know if that's going away or not. So if you guys have people on the fence or they're thinking about it, I would let them know it's not guaranteed that the Flex 40 kit for $12.99 is going to be extended till next month. You guys know that people are financing the Flex 40 kit with either Klarna or Affirm, right? And so it's important to, to make sure that people know the options if they can't afford it up front. But the way I like to calculate volume in this, from that perspective, is if you're going to get 1,299 points for a Flex 40 kit, you can just divide that into 3,000, and that's how many Flex 40 kits that you need. Or better yet, because I know a couple of you guys are going for director, right? So you would say, okay, director is 11,000 points. Let me divide that by 1,299. I need 8 Flex 40 kits in my organization total, not personally, but in my team. Okay. And you could do that with whatever about. If you wanted to say, hey, I'm going to do director at 11,000 points, I'm going to divide it by 60 points because I'm going to divide it by how many packs I need of customers. That's 183 people that would need to order at least one patch, or, half of that needs to order 2 patches. All right. Let me stop here. Does all of this make sense so far? Tell me in the chat, put a 1 in the chat if you guys are tracking with me. Does all this make sense so far? Everybody good? Only one person's good? Let's see. 2 people. Come on, guys, give me some energy. Give me some interaction. I need to know if y'all are good. We want to make sure you guys get off this call and have a full understanding of how all of this works. All right, cool. Okay, so let's go back here. Now that you know the ranks, I said team leader and above, right? If you're a team leader and above, you're actually going to get 11% plus the 6% on those kits. Okay, so now when this says enroller, that means someone you sponsored into the business. You are their enroller. If you enroll someone and place them under someone, you still keep enroller. Okay, you still keep enroller. So here's what's interesting, you guys, and I actually want to show this here on this chart real quick. Hold on. A lot of you guys have seen this chart. Okay. Are y'all able to still see the screen? Because I know I just left that page. Can you still see this? Yeah, okay. All right, so this is the same of what I just said, you guys. I know it's busy, but I want to make sure you can at least understand a couple of key points. So you see on here, these are all the ranks. Then this is what you make on the retail, 25%, okay? Then is the volume requirement, total group qualifying volume. So remember, that's whatever volume you're getting from pack. Okay, gotta mute yourselves. Okay, whatever volume that you're getting from the packs and from the patches, that's what's going towards your qualification between you and your team, right? But look at this 60% rule. So what that basically means, you guys, is you can take up to 60% of the volume needed from one leg. Okay, so you can't have a leg that does 3,000 and you think that you're team leader. No, you got to have the structure, and you can only take 60% of that 3,000 from one individual leg. Okay, so it must be spread out. Okay, now we are in a unilevel compensation plan. What that basically means is you could technically go as wide as you want. Okay, and then it goes deep as well. So what I mean is level 1 means whoever you personally sponsored in the business. This is all business now down here on these levels. This is your team, not your customers. Whoever you brought into the business as an affiliate, okay, they're your level 1. And then whoever they brought in is your level 2. And whoever that level 2 brought in is your level 3, or that was placed under them, okay, is your level 3, so on and so forth. Okay, now as you guys see visually, this, you can actually see this a little bit better, look at team leader. It says you're going to make a 4% bonus plus an 11% bonus equals 15% on all enrollment kits and all orders, monthly auto ship orders. So personal kits and monthly auto ship orders. And then whoever they bring in, you're going to make 10% on their initial enrollment kit and their monthly orders. And then whoever they bring in, or whoever's on your third level, actually, it's 4%. Now you might be thinking, okay, 4%, that's really not a lot. But let me tell you guys, this adds up. The place that you really want to be, though, when you want to get into the money, we're talking about show me the money, is managing director. Because at that rank, you're at 33,000 in volume for your team. And guys, it doesn't matter if it takes you 6 months, a year, 3 months. We know success loves speed. I know there's folks on the line that are going for this for the next couple of months, but don't feel pressured, all right? But the point is that you pick up an extra 2% on your entire organization. So now you're making 17% on level 1, 12% level 2, and 6% on all of these levels. And I'm going to show you guys how this is going to add up. Okay. But I just want to make sure you guys can see structurally, like this is our 1-page kind of at a glance compensation chart. And I want to make sure that you understand how to explain this. Any questions about this chart? We're going to go back and go into a little bit more explanation, but any questions about like now looking at this? Does everybody understand how to read that as far as the levels are concerned? You guys put 2 in the chat, or just put yes if you understand. Just want to make sure. You guys good? All right, all right, all right. Listen, the best trained team wins. And that's why I will always take the time to make sure that you have a clear understanding of what you should be doing in the business, whether it be how we get paid, how we market, all the things, because we want to make sure that you feel fully comfortable, because once you feel fully comfortable sharing, you are completely unstoppable. All right, now pay attention to this, y'all. Driver bonus. When you enroll 3 new associates on an eligible enrollment kit, okay? I'm going to ask a question here. Somebody put in the chat what an eligible enrollment kit would be. Anybody know? What would an eligible enrollment kit be? No, okay. Yeah, so we have Pan Am right now. Okay. An eligible enrollment kit is the Pan Am kit. How much is the Pan Am kit, guys? Anybody know how much the Pan Am kit is? Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. All right, y'all have to kind of know how much these kits cost, So let's go over here. Under getting started, you guys can go to the join kits, download this to your phone. Okay. All right. Quick kit. This is not an eligible kit. So no, the $299 is not an eligible kit. Pan Am, $549. That starts the eligible kits. $699 is the Omega. $999 is the Omni. $19.99 is Momentum. And then we know that the $12.99 is what we love the most, which is Flex 40, the most bang for your buck. Okay. All right. So now we're on the same page. Download these to your phone, you guys, so you can reference that. But the $299 is the only pack that does not qualify you for some of these extra bonuses. Okay. Now, if someone gets started for $1 and they buy 2 packs, which we really don't like, we'd prefer 3 packs, right? $150, no big deal. They come in with that. If they upgrade to a qualified enrollment kit, before the end of the month, then they can still qualify for all the bonuses. But if they don't, then what they'll miss out on is really just two bonuses. It's going to be the hat trick bonus and the all-star bonus. So let me show you guys. Okay. This is what they miss out on. So if you don't come in the same month that you join with a 549 or higher enrollment kit, you will not receive the hat trick bonus, which is basically you bring in 3 people at the end with an enrollment kit, a qualified enrollment kit, you make an extra $200. And then if you do this in 60 days, which is you bring in 3 who get 3, you get an extra $400. So you are foregoing the $600 fast start bonus that you could qualify for if you do not come in with the qualified enrollment kit. However, everybody qualifies for the driver bonus. Even if you came in at $1 and $150 pack order, if you enroll 3 people on the eligible enrollment kit, and I got this confirmed, by the way, by Jay himself. Okay. So if you guys hear different, then I don't know. I'm pretty sure this is accurate. But enroll 3 new associates on an eligible enrollment kit in 1 calendar month, you'll earn $200. Guess what, guys? This month it's $400. $400. So this is double. Okay. So that driver bonus is very important. Enroll 3. Okay. Now, this is important. And then we're going to get into some high numbers for those of you guys that are looking to make. I know we've got on the line, we've got some 6- and 7-figure earners. So I know you guys want to see the rollout of the big money. So, but this is important, you guys. I would highly suggest that you download this chart. So remember, the quick kit is $299, right? So you're going to get 260 points towards your rank. Okay. Meaning, remember how we said team leaders 3,000, directors 11,000. So however many quick kits that come into your business, you're going to get 260 points for your rank. That's qualified volume. But BV is business volume. That's what you're going to actually get paid on. So remember those percentages, 15%, 10%, 4%, all of those? That's the BV. Let me tell you guys this so you can really be aware. So when you sell a patch, a pack of patch, or 1 pack, right? $60. You're going to get 60 as a customer. You're going to get 60 points in qualifying volume, but you're going to get paid on 36 points of BV, business volume. Same for a rep. So like us, we go and buy a 45 pack order. 36 points of that are going to go into the tree, even though we get 60 points to qualify for our rank. Does everybody understand that? If you don't understand, put a 1 in the chat. I want to make sure that everyone's clear on what I just said. You guys good? Okay, let me say it again. QV is qualifying volume. That's the only volume that has to do with your rank, with all of the different ranks. So when you see QV, that's how many points that are going to go into your organization for your rank. BV are the amount of points that you actually get paid on in the compensation plan, because the company has to, obviously, they have an expense and they got to pay out everybody else. So what I was saying is that if we talk individual packs, if I go and send my friend to my site and they buy 1 pack of patches for $60, I'm going to get 60 QV to go towards my rank, but 36 BV is what goes into the tree, into the compensation for me to get paid on. I'm not getting paid on 60 because that's how much it costs, but we're getting paid. I mean, we're getting points for that. The value of that, guys, is that you can rank up to higher levels, which pays you more money based upon QV, right? So but what we get paid in the compensation plan per pack is a little bit lower. So you're not going to get that same amount of points, but you're getting paid on BV. But you're, again, the good thing about the points on the QV is that that's what determines your rank. So if I'm a team leader and I'm going for director and I do a whole bunch of Pan Am and Omegas and Quick Kits, I'm going to get to that next rank faster because I'm getting more points than what is counted for my BV. I hope that part didn't confuse you. Okay, I need you guys to put something in the chat to make sure that y'all understand. Put a fire in the chat if you understand. If you got it, if you get it, if you don't have it, put a 1 again. I want to make sure, because this is not talked about enough, but it's so important that you understand the points and how they work so that when you're looking for your rank and how that all adds up, you can really structure yourself properly. So with that said, we know now that Quick Kit is 260, Pan Am's 499 qualifying points, Omega, Omni, and obviously the Flex 40 is 1299, okay? And then the BV, which is the actual volume that goes into our tree, our organization, is this line. Okay. Now, remember I told you get like the 10%, the 15%, and all those, right? So you're going to get, let's use OmniKit as an example. That's the $1,000 pack. So you can get a $30 level bonus. Okay. If you're the enroller, and by the way, when I say level bonus, that's whether you sponsored them or not. Okay. So if they were placed on your team, okay, then that's what you'll make. Remember how we saw those 4% and all of that? Like, you're going to get paid every enrollment kit that comes in underneath you, whether you brought it in or not, you're going to get paid on. But if you're also the enroller and you are a senior associate or below, you're going to make an additional $45.60. If you're the enroller as a team leader, you're going to make $83.60 plus the $30.40. And then they add a spiff bonus, an extra $100 to that. That's how that payout is. Got it? Okay. And so obviously this chart, that's, depending on whatever chart that you're looking at, whatever kits you're looking at, okay? Same for Flex 40. Okay. Same for Flex 40. Let me put this here. So that's the payout. All right. Now, I said this before, but here's the extra bonus money just for achieving these ranks, you guys. Can anybody use an extra $10,000, $5,000, $50,000 extra on top of what we're talking about here? Okay. Now, I said this before, but I'm going to repeat it. Place any 4 SmartShip packs on your monthly SmartShip, and one of them is free. This was a promotion, you guys, for everybody that ended on the 15th, but this still stands for your SmartShip. Okay. So tonight, I encourage everybody, so you don't forget, to put 4 packs of patches on your SmartShip order, and you'll get 1 free. If you have 3 people that you brought into the business and they're on a 2-patch order, you also get 2 free. Get 2 free packs worth 120 every month, as long as you're on SmartShip and you have 3 people that are also on SmartShip of at least 2 packs of patches. Super powerful. Okay. All right, that's my phone. Okay, now let's get into our last segment, which is the bigger money. Okay. Now, you guys, we talked about all the percentages. Remember I said, hey, I'm going to show you how these percentages add up. Uh-oh, where's my chart? Well, first of all, actually, let me go here. Okay. Roadmap to success. Now, I don't know if you guys have these, but I'm going to suggest that you download these to your phone because look at this. Okay, so if you guys see here, you're going to join with the Flex 40 kit. Like this is someone that you can bring in brand new and show them the power of them getting started at Flex 40 and duplicating that. So if they find 3 to join with you, you're going to make the 194.85. You're going to make the hat trick bonus. You're going to make the driver bonus, right? So guys, that's already 2, 4, 6. Well, it's not fully 2, but it's almost 2, 4, 6, 8. It's almost $1,000, you guys. Just getting 3. This is why we promote, besides the fact you get a lot of product, but the Flex 40 is where it's at. And the fact that people can finance it on Klarna or Affirm or even PayPal credit, anybody pretty much can get started. Okay. But if you help those 3 get their 3, look how the money adds up. Put some fire in the chat if you could use an extra $2,653 just helping 3 people come in with their Flex 40 and help them do the same. Can anybody use that? $2,600? Put a fire in the chat. $2,600, you guys. Look at this, 3. And I'm just telling you guys, if you follow the system, some of you on here are brand new. Don't worry, we're going to show you exactly what to do. There's so many verticals. Some of you on the line just want to get customers. Totally fine. You are not forced to build a team. I'll say this. A mentor of mine told me this a long time ago. He said, Michelle, if you have no leverage, you have no life. And if your income is based upon you physically having to work or appear or sell, what if something happens and you get sick? What if you don't make a sale for the day? Right? He said, so I would suggest you also build a team so you can leverage the efforts of others. And all that is, you guys, is like franchising out, right? Like you're setting up different franchises all over the country, just in the form of people, but they have their own business. They're their own independent contractor. You are not their boss, right? But you're getting paid an override from what your team does. So for those of you guys that want to make a solid multiple 6-figure income or 7-figure income, there are people in this company that have made 7 figures, $1 million their first year. Okay. But it was 1000% the leverage of a team. So we will help you do it in a way that we know that works, but that also makes you comfortable. So you don't have to sound like a slick, slimy salesperson. That's not what we do here. Okay. Nobody wants to be sold to, but everybody wants to buy. And so we just have to get good at A, doing the demo test, right? The balance test. B, showing the 5-minute video. This just those 2 things alone. If you can do that, guys, you can patch 28 people in 28 days, show them that video, you are halfway there. But for those of you that understand the value of building a team, everybody on this call, 9 times out of 10, you are the first in your market with this. Don't let it slip through your hands. What I mean by that is you really should have, in my opinion, the mindset of, even if I'm going to get customers, I want to get some business builders to help me expand this brand, to build my business, and to have some leverage in my life. There are people that have walked away from their jobs. There are people that have replaced, moms that have come on board and replaced their husband's income. And guys, this is a vehicle to pay for the things that you pay for your dreams, the things that you want to do. Some of you here, maybe your goal is to, you want to be, I don't know, maybe you're in real estate and you want to do that full time and you don't want to have to also worry about how you're going to make income in between selling a house, right? Maybe your dream is to sing. Maybe your dream is to travel the world. Whatever that is, this opportunity can finance those dreams, guys. And that is the purpose and the reason why we do what we do. All right. Okay, so let me go to my chart. Sorry guys. Okay, let's see, where are we? And by the way, you guys see all of this, how to sell samples, how to do a patch party. We have our calendar here, like all of those things, you guys. It's really, really important that you know that these things are available to you and as a resource. And as a matter of fact, Holly, if you don't mind sharing in the Telegram group the video that you created to show people how to put like their presentation books together, that is super important. And guys, hold on, let me find my spreadsheet here. It was on here because I need to blow y'all away before we close out with the big money. Okay, I'm gonna stop my share real quick. Let me bring up a spreadsheet. Okay. All right. While I bring that up, does anybody have any questions about what I've talked about thus far? Any questions? Okay, let me bring up this spreadsheet. Okay, hopefully you guys will be able to see this. Okay, let's see. Uh-oh. Oh, I hope that I don't know why. This was the star of the show, and now it's not opening. Let me see here. Okay, Alicia, are you on with, well, I know you're on. Can you open the spreadsheet? So by the way, my sister is like a genius at all these like charts, graphics, spreadsheets. Blah, 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 blah. I think I missed out on that class in college a couple of times because I don't even know. But she put this together, and I really want you guys to see how this adds up. But I might need you, Alicia, to share this on your computer because I don't know why I'm not able to share it. Are you there to share? Or, okay, actually, hold on, guys, one more second, because let me see if I can save this here. Hold on. So this is actually, when we talk about like building 3x3, 5x5, and all of that, this is, okay, here we go. All right, let me see if I can share with you guys here. All right, can you guys see that? Okay, you guys can see it? All right. Okay, so guys, here's the thing. Remember, we talked about 3 business partners, right? Sharing this with 3 business partners. So I'm going to start small first, okay? And this will be up on the site. I don't know why it's not there anymore because it was, but I'll make sure we repost this. Actually, I'll post it in Telegram. So y'all make sure, Holly, if you could put the Telegram link in the chat. I want to make sure everybody on here is in our Telegram and our Facebook. Matter of fact, guys, please get into our Facebook group, get into our Telegram chat, okay? So Holly, if you could put those in there for us, that would be great. I'd appreciate that. Okay, guys, so we said build by 3s, right? So if you look at this example, okay, level 1, when I say 72 points, remember I said 36 points is what each pack costs. So this is a true number of income, okay? So this is just on the smaller level. If you got 3 people and they each got 2 packs, a 2-patch order, right? Your percentage, remember, is 15%. Not a lot, okay? Because it's only $216. But then on your level 2, you help those 3 get 3. That's 9. Okay, we're doing a little bit better. We're at $97. This is residual, by the way. This is just if people are on a 2-patch order, okay? Then if those 9 people each get 3, guys, this could take you 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, a year, doesn't matter. Our goal is if you were to build by 3, what this looks like, okay? So the 72 points, remember, is 2-patch order, okay? This is how many active affiliates, okay, associates, and then we've got the total amount of business volume, and then the payout here. So if you had about 200 people and they're only ordering 2 packs, okay, then you're making about $1,100 a month, okay? Not a lot, right? As far as like if you just got your 3, because remember, this is just you getting 3 and duplicating that down. Okay, you didn't do anything else. You just got 3. They're only on auto ship. They're not bringing anybody in. That's it. Well, what if they were on 3 packs? Okay, you see that it starts to add up. And remember, we're just talking about 4% right now. Okay. What if we talked about everyone getting 5 customers? So a total of 500 personal volume points. Look what a difference that makes, you guys. That jumps all the way up to $7,695 in residuals per month for the same amount of people. And then what if we did 10 customers? So this is our goal. We want, when we start people off, we want to tell them, we want to help you get 3, if they're wanting to build a team, 3 business partners and 10 customers. You don't need to be a super recruiter. You don't need to go and recruit the world. Kids, you just help 3 people get started in the business and have 10 serviceable customers over a period of time. Guys, in this company, there's people getting 2 to 5 customers a day. So could we get 10 with some effort? Put a 1 in the chat if you think with a little bit of effort, you could get 10 customers in 30 days. Let me see who, yes, 10 customers. Who could get 10 customers, guys? Again, there's no pressure, but do you think you could get 10 in 30 days and maybe show 3 people how to do the same? Okay. All right, well, let us go to the enrollment kits. Okay. I'm trying to make sure that this does not, okay. Hopefully you guys can see this okay. But look, guys, so that's for the residual. But right now, as we're building, we're doing enrollment kits, right? So look how this adds up. Just with the quick kit, the $299. If you help 3 people get the $299 kit, okay, and you get your enrollment. Now, mind you, this doesn't include all the other bonuses. This is just like in that residual 15, 10, 4, 4. Okay, that doesn't include all the other bonuses. But just with that, you guys, with the same 200 people, okay, you would make upfront $3,201, and all you did was bring in 3 people and show them how to duplicate the same. But what if you did that with the Omega kit or the Omni kit or even the Momentum kit? Now we know that we didn't do a Flex 40 kit yet because we don't know if they're going to extend it, right? But let's just take the Omni kit for an example, right? That's 3 people come in at 1,000. And those 3 do the same. And those 3 do the same. Can anybody use an extra $11,000 just from enrolling 3 and showing them to do the same? Put a fire in the chat if you could use 11,000 extra dollars. What if you did 5? Now, this is for our builders on the line that are looking to make a 6 or a 7-figure income. Okay. We all know that the goal is 3. We can stick with 3 for everyone that just kind of wants to do something real simple, just 3 people. I don't want to do much else. Fine. But if those of you on the line that want to get rich, want to get wealthy, want to know how people, for instance, Ricky with 8 kids made $500,000 her first year. Okay. This is where we're talking money. Okay. So what if you built by 5? So what if your ultimate goal was to get 5 people on your team over a period of time and help those 5 get 5 And those 5 get 5. And guys, we know it never works out perfectly, but guess what? Some people might bring in 3 and others might bring in 7, right? So it can definitely equal out. We have people right on this call today that have recruited 15 to 20 people already. Okay. But let's just stick with 5. Look at the right side, the enrollment kits. On the $299, if you build by 5, that's $32,000. But look at the Omni, the $1,000 kit. That's $120,000. This is just one way we get paid, you guys, the enrollment. Who's looking at that $120,000 number? I mean, I know that's of interest to me personally. That's $120,000, guys, on the enrollment kits. However, look to the left. Remember, I talked about what if you got 5 customers, 10 customers? That's this 500 and this 1,000. Guys, if you got 5 people and helped each of them understand the value of having 5 serviceable customers, where their total PV between them and their customers equaled 500 points, you could literally beat, guys, even if you're at 16,000 a month. But look at this, 80,000 a month. Put a 1 in the chat if you could see yourself earning 80,000 a month in residual income. This is the residual plan over here. Let me see, 3 people? Only 3 people would be interested in 80 grand a month residual. Guys, these are real numbers. This isn't hypothetical, okay? This is real math. What about 158,000 a month? What if it took you 3 years? What if it took you 3 years? Would it be worth it? And guys, what I love is, notice over here, this doesn't say you need 18,000 people to get this done. This is literally 3,000 people, well, a little more because you would add all those, but close to 4,000 people total. That didn't all come from just you. It came from someone who shared with somebody, who shared with somebody, who shared with someone. And now you could potentially build a 6-figure monthly income. And guys, guess what? This actually exists right now. Like, this isn't like a bunch of what ifs. I wonder if maybe, like, I mean, this is real math. Do you think that for those of y'all that are business builders on here, if you sat down with someone that says, show me the money, like, I need to know where the big money is because I don't understand how 4% adds up. And you could say, listen, I'm going to show you something confidential. Just our team has this. This is not to be circulated. It's top secret, which it is, you guys, by the way, because this is hypothetical, of course, but it's still real numbers, right? And you showed them this and you said, hey, if you could help some people get 10 customers over a period of time, let's say a total of 700 people, and you could generate $33,000 a month, $16,000 a month, would that be of interest to you? Guys, this is real money. This is like real. Okay. Imagine doing 10 by 10. It just gets ridiculous. I mean, it gets ridiculous. Like, I don't even want to show you all that because this is just insane. But look at this. Look at this. What if you had a pretty aggressive team of people that are like, look, we're going for 10. I don't care if it takes us a year or 2 years. We're going for 10 by 10, right? 10 people. And look at this. This is just on a 2-pack order, you guys, $320,000. Now, obviously, it's a lot of people to get to that on 2-pack order. I like the calculation of getting that many people on 1,000, with everybody having 1,000 points, obviously 10 customers, right? Because even if you mess it up by 10%, this monthly is 400,000 a month. Guys, this is how people are making so much money. This is how people are making currently in Super Patch that's only been around 2.5 years, $500,000, $1 million the first year, $250,000 the first year. Now, again, I'm talking to my big money people. But what's awesome is, even if this is over what you're like, oh, that's too much money for me. Like, nope, I don't want to do all that. You can still generate an extra $1,000 or $2,000 or $3,000 a month, guys. That is here. So whether someone wants to make an extra 500 a month, 1,000 a month, we're not telling you to quit your job. Please do not do that. We need to make sure you have a stable organization first. Okay. So we're not telling you to do any of that. But what we're saying is this is real. And all we do is go out and share the patch. We share the story. On the business side, I would definitely lead with the business and the iDecide app. Okay. And I want to say something real quick about that. Instead of cold texting that app out, you guys, what's working the best is to say, hey, listen, you could say something like, I'm leading the national expansion of a brand here. We're looking for some key people that want to make some extra money, maybe, $5,000 a month and potentially even a 6-figure income. Are you at all open to taking a look at something? That's like a cold market approach, right? Works. I promise you guys it works. Okay. I've been recruiting Uber drivers all week. Okay. With that. But a warm market person, someone it's just simple. I can call Demetrius and say, Demetrius, listen, what are you doing right now? Okay, look, I need 15 minutes of your time or 10 minutes of your time. Okay. And he'll say, well, okay, what? And I'll say, I'm going to send you something. I need you to take a look at this. It's not to sell you. It's not to, get you into something, all of that. I just need to know that I sent this to you and you watched it. So you know exactly what's about to happen. I got to go. I just can't talk right now, but I'm about to send this to you now. Will you watch it? That's it. You guys, I'm telling you, if you call someone with that level of intensity, that level of curiosity, they're going to watch it a lot faster than if you just text them, hey, watch this. Hey, have you seen this? Okay. So I know some folks are doing that and they're not getting the results. I guarantee what I do is I text people, hey, you have a minute to talk? I got to talk to you about something real important. And they say, yeah. And then that's what I say to them, or some variety of that. And then I send them the video. Okay. I recruited three people today, I think. 2 or 3 people today that honestly, these were people I was just catching up with, right? That I'm like, hey, and one person, he might be on here. I apologized, you guys. I said, listen, I want to apologize because I should have called you sooner. I've just been so crazy, but I cannot let the day go by without me calling to tell you what's going on and what I'm doing. And I shared with him a couple of the bullet points of what we do with Super Patch. And he's like, okay, that sounds great. I'm interested. Send me the site. And then when I told him that we have a patch for pain and this and that there's people he probably knows, before he could even watch the video, you guys, he's like, oh, I'll have 3 customers by the end of the day. Send me the link so I can get in. So guys, there are people out there that are hungry, that have desire, that are looking, that are open. We just have to ask the question and see if they're open to taking a look. And if you don't want to build a team, we love you the same. It's not a big deal. Go out and build your customer base. You can still make a nice 6-figure income just building this with customers as well. And we have all the tools for you guys to be able to do all of those things. So with that, I'm going to stop my share. Did we have any questions? How many of you guys like this training tonight? Put a fire in the chat. Any questions? Yes, people helping people. How many of you guys are ready to go out there and close out the month strong? We have a lot of you so close to some ranks. I cannot wait to recognize each and every one of you guys at the top of the month. So guys, go out there, get it done. Again, we've got our team site. Did we put our Telegram in the chat? We've got our team site. We've got our Telegram. We've got our Facebook group. Actually, before we leave here, Holly, would you mind putting our Facebook group link in the chat? And I'm going to put our Telegram. Actually, Holly, if you could put our Telegram link in the chat and let me put before you guys leave, because I want to make sure, right, that 10 by 10 is sexy, right? I think most people are like, look, forget all the other stuff. How am I getting these 10? And how I'm going to show the people that I'm working with how to get their 10, right? Okay, guys, now listen, please get into our Facebook group because we're going to start posting in there some really important things. Okay. And so, okay, got it, Holly. So let's do this. So we got this. Okay. And this is where I was on, you guys. Okay. We're constantly adding to our group, to our website. Okay. So let's see here. And we've got that. Okay, guys, before you get off of here, please, because I'm going to close out the call, but I want y'all to go into the chat right now and add yourself to our Facebook group, add yourself to our Telegram, and make sure you bookmark the team site. Okay. Any questions? Questions. Everybody good? Okay, everybody got your links? Okay, Kay, yes, what's your question? You can unmute yourself, Kay.
Hi, good evening. Thank you so much for
Hi.
all of that amazing information and clarification. I feel very confident after getting that information. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I do want to ask, I haven't acquired or gotten my smart ship yet, and I wanted to know, should I wait until July 1st or should I purchase my smart ship this week?
Okay, so did you join this month?
Yes.
Okay, so you want to set your smart ship up for the 1st. And that's a great question because you guys, up until 3 days before the day that you want it to come out, like I think it's cuts off. So basically, for those of you guys that want your smart ship to come out on the 1st, if you signed up this month, and correct me if I'm wrong, Holly, because I think we talked about this the other day. If you do it now, I think it's going to charge you right away.
Correct. Yeah, don't do it now.
Yeah.
It'll place the order right away.
So because you signed up this month, okay, you know what it is, you guys? And that's, I'm glad that we're talking about this. We want to encourage folks when they join to set up their smart ship right away. Otherwise,
and it won't charge.
Right. Otherwise, they're going to have to remember to do it on the 1st, right? So you don't want to do it now because you're already in the month of June. So it doesn't need to run until next month. So just wait until the 1st and then set it up.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Perfect.
Great
Thank
question.
you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, guys. Anybody else? Make sure that you've added yourself to the Facebook group. It's in the chat. Anyone else have any questions? Y'all good? Okay. Well, listen, guys, I'm so grateful that you guys spent this time with me tonight. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I am so excited to be partnered with all of you. We are truly a family here, you guys. If you have questions, if you need assistance, if you have suggestions, let us know. And that's why we want to make sure that you're in these chats. Okay, Miss Patty, you have a question.
Yes, the slides will be on Telegram.
Yeah. Oh, so the slides actually, so they're all the slides I did tonight, except these charts are on our team site. I'll put the charts in Telegram.
All right, thanks.
Okay, you're welcome. And guys, don't post these, by the way. Do not post, okay? Just keep them for your own reference point, okay? And that's why, you know, it's important, again, to just make sure that when you're sharing this with people, you say, look, these are hypothetical examples. Matter of fact, before I put these in the chat, y'all, I'm going to have to put a disclosure on there. So let me put the disclosure on there and I'll put them in Telegram. But yeah, these, just let people know this is for hypothetical example, but this is the true potential of the income with this compensation plan. All right, you guys have a wonderful evening. God bless and good night for now. Good night, everybody.
Good night. God bless.